Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bill. Happy New Year. This is my first Temu prepping video of the year of things that came in the last week of 2024 and the last few days. I'll try to list all the prices as I can. Keep in mind, this is me just filling the gaps on little things that I need. And for you guys in the US, Temu is like a 98-cent store or a little bit higher quality stuff, but it's really cheap stuff made in China. And it takes a while to get here sometimes. Sometimes they send on an airplane, I get it really quick. Sometimes it comes 3 weeks, 4 weeks later after I order it. So I'm just going to jump right in. I got a lot of random stuff that came in. So I got a bunch of 4-gauge positive and negative wires. I'm going to be using this for my batteries for the solar setup, which I'll get into later. I've got a bunch of stainless steel self-tapping screws. I was going to use these for the solar panel, but I ended up using some other stock I had. But these will just go into my stock of my prepping tools. I got a little thing of electronic connectors as well. In this bag here, I got just a handful of these drill bit or drill screw extractors. They're cheap. They come in handy when you have to screw in a lot of stuff. I got those. These are some wall hooks. I'm doing a large organization of my tool area, and these will hold extension cords and various other things, so I can organize that stuff better. I got 2 different DC cords because I am messing with a lot of stuff with the solar, so these are going in my solar kit stuff. Something I actually didn't have here was some old school generic thermometers, so I got a couple. I'm going to be putting in a couple different places. I got 2 more of these large size solar lights. These are handy. You'll see me installing these in various locations at the site. They only give about 6 to 8 hours of light, but it's 6 to 8 hours of free light at night, so that's why I like it. These are just some O2 absorbers for my freeze drying stuff. I needed some more smaller ones. I picked up a packet of really tiny drill bits because I've been doing a lot of drilling, and they're cheap and they come in handy. So I just picked up a little packet of those. These hooks I use everywhere because I have a lot of grading, and I can just hang these hooks and hang things as I need. Very cheap. I'm going fast because I got a lot of stuff in this batch. I got 4 more raincoats, so this gives me about 12 raincoats. I used a bunch of these. They're like, I don't know, $1, $1.50 each. My crew in the water shop uses them, so I picked up some more, so I just have on stock. This is some stuff for the grow room to help the plants when they get taller to support themselves. This here is a little fire shield, so when I'm using any of my camping stoves and I need a windshield, this is what this guy here is. Again, I find this stuff on the cheap. In the long lines of camping, this here is a bag that, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I've gotten a lot of tent stakes. And I wanted to get a bag to hold them all in, so all my tent stakes will always be in this bag. And along with that is a little hammer here that will fit inside the bag. It has a tent stake puller. So it's basically, it helps you set your tent pegs and pull your pegs at the same time. So I got that to add as well. Now these are interesting. I haven't played with these yet, but these are snare traps. So I don't know if you can say, they're real cheap, and I'm really curious. They're small size, so we're talking rat, squirrel, rabbit, and they're pre-made snares. So basically, if I ever needed to set a snare, I can set these traps and catch things. Some more hydroponic stuff. This is again for watering stuff in my grow room. I did a lot of work on that this week, so eventually you guys will start seeing some of the progress I'm making there. And I gotta remember what this here is. This is an inflator, okay. So this is a DC powered inflator for like my air mattresses and stuff, if I choose to use those when I'm camping. I got a bunch of zip ties. Again, I use zip ties all the time for a lot of things. This is just a little cute, fancy, the price is cheap. but it's just a little fork and spoon kit, so if I'm camping, and I have several variations. I just saw this and I picked it up because that's what I do. This is a single strand of grow light, USB base. Again, specific purpose I have for that. I got a tow rope, and this is going to go in the car. So this is just a little tow rope and hook. This is kind of a neat little hat I got because I do a lot of camping, and I wanted to get something that would keep the sun off my neck and back. So this is just kind of an extremely cheap hood, right? A netted hood. And again, the prices for these things are up here. A lot of this stuff is pretty cheap. I picked up another 5 pairs of gloves. I've been using gloves lately. I'm not sure why, but I've been using them quite a lot. Trash bags, right? More trash bags. Some more neoprene gloves. Got a couple more packs of those. Let's see, what else did I get here? Now these are interesting. These are, and I got it for the car. These are emergency urinals, right? So you can stand and piss in these or stand and shit in them if you really need to, or for vomiting airbags. But these are waterproof, and sometimes you're out on the road and you just need to pull over. Now I know in the Philippine styles there's always somewhere you can find a bush, but these are handy if you're not particularly into decimating the local areas with your feces. This is a little, it's something I didn't have. It's a venom suction kit, right? So this is going to go into one of my first aid kits, probably the gun range kit, because I didn't have, if someone gets bit by a snake, I didn't have a little suction kit for the venom there. These are 2 battery terminals, and the way these are going to be used is, if you notice, I bought a couple nice 12-volt batteries. I'm going to upgrade the one in my van, and as well as upgrading the one in the van, I'm going to run different lines off of it for a DC inverter, my radio, and a bunch of other stuff I put into the van. So this is basically just a little kit to make it easier to install things on and off that battery power-wise. Of course, I will fuse the lines. Again, very cheap. I picked up a pack of towels for the wife. She washes her car a lot. Those I'll take downstairs. Again, these are like $1 something each. These are just little throw tarps, but they come handily packed. They're just nice and flat, so if you need to throw down a tarp somewhere. I have several of these type of camping blankets and tarps. There's 2 more of them. I did pick up a pair of size 10, US size 10 hiking shoes, because as camping season's coming around, I wanted to have, besides the boots I have, I wanted to have a pair of shoes so I can do some hiking and camping. Guys, I know I ran through that real quick. There's no reason to stall it for a long time. I got a lot of stuff in. I got more stuff coming. I am running out of ideas on things I need to prep and get, so I'm just finding random tidbits of things that, hey, there might be a cause or might be a need for this. But this is what I got in. This is my first haul of the year on video, and I will be putting all this stuff where it needs to go shortly. And that's it, guys. Hey, comment down below if you have any questions. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time, everyone, please be safe.